What's good with it? What's good with it? Rules to the vibe out here in these streets. Speaking about a situation with the rapper CJ Kasino. I see he came up online yesterday was speaking about how he got 30 days whether to take 10 years TDC. 2 years TDC or take 10 years probation. Uh, it's really all type of stipulations with the probation, whether he be on regular probation or whether he be on deferred probation. I really don't know yet. He didn't really uh, get into details about that. But speaking on the situation, with his situation, with the fame that he got, the money that he getting, the beef that he got going on out here, the smoke that he got going on out here, is very serious. Especially dealing with Lil Ronnie and his baby dying at the beginning of this year. He got some serious smoke on his hands. Yeah, I know he got the situation with Goyayo, but you gotta look past that and really look at the guys that we don't see on camera that got smoke with him behind this situation or whatever other situation that he got going on. I feel like that if he does take probation, I think that he would have to leave the city of Fort Worth and the city of Houston. I feel like he would have to leave, the Texas area, relocate somewhere else to for that 10 years to work for him, just because of the street person that he is and the shit that he got going on. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the type of beef to where you gotta constantly look over your shoulder. Like, they actually willing to throw shots at him, take his head off. So he would always have to ride with a piece of fire with him. Always. And by him being on papers like that, plus he already having run-ins with the police, it seems like every 6 months or so. If he stay up in the surrounding area, he gonna have to keep the fire with him. So he looking at to catch more pistol charges, especially if you're on probation for the next 10 years. He living that rapper lifestyle. He like to get high, love to smoke weed, love to sip lean, probably pop pills, ain't no telling. Probably got 3-4 habits. Love to trick off with the hoes. Having his way, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta really ask yourself, is you willing to give all that up? You get what I'm saying? Because he do got a career going now, you know what I'm saying? Still want to be out in the hood, still try to live up to the name that he got going on. You got to really ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? In them 10 years, is you going to be able to complete them 10 years? You look at it on the other hand, if he do decide to take the TDC, you know what I'm saying? You'll be gone 2 years, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to make parole on the 2, more than likely he'll probably do it all, you know what I'm saying? But then what to say, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes prison or sometimes jail will save your life. Just a little 2, but any time away from your family is long enough, You gotta understand that when you're out here in these streets, man, when you got shit going, man, this what comes with it. It's gonna put a halt in your situation on what you got going on. Sometimes we need to sit down and be still for a second, so. But, he really gotta do some soul searching. And then he gotta look at it like shit. If he is finna go in, he just need to lock in right now, shoot as many videos as he can, and put him a nice few albums or few mixtapes together, so that way he can keep feeding the streets every 3 months or so. And that way he can still drop music and still stay relevant as far as the music goes. But, if you in Goyayo's shoes, you hoping that this motherfucker take these 10 years, so that way you can be able to still be able to hunt him down, or your ops, or if you his ops, you can be able to, hope he stay out here so you can be able to crush him. And then you got to think about it, by him being on papers now. If he do take the papers, if you his ops, you know what I'm saying, this is the time to turn up on him. You want to make him, you know what I'm saying, ride around with that pistol. You want to make him be out here fucking up. You get what I'm saying? So that way you can fuck his money up if he constantly keep chasing charges and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And then eventually it's gonna come to a point where hopefully, he'll be like, well shit, fuck it. I'm steady, getting jammed up. Yeah, they finna send me up the road. So, maybe he'll start lacking and keeping his pistol off of him. So as an op, you know, you want to hope that he get that probation. You know, because you got to look at it. This is a game where, you know, you got to play chess. So any way that your opponent can get taken out without you having to lay hands on him is good. So if you as ops, you know, you hope that he take the probation. But this is just some of the things that, you know, guys got to think when they out here. You know, but hey, let's see how you maneuver with this here. You get what I'm saying? But just, you know, another episode of rules that you can use to survive out here in these streets. You know, so it has its pros and its cons. Let's see what he chooses.